talking about my favorite show, The 100. This is a review for Season 4, Episode 9, entitled DNR, which stands for Do Not Resuscitate. So, rather than get into a long summary and synopsis of what happened on tonight's episode, I'm just going to give the basic theme, and that was one's mortality, contemplating it. Like, if you knew you were going to die, would you fight off death, or would you accept your fate? And we see this with Jasper when Jaha announces that they have a bunker and they all can go to it. Jasper and his buddies decide, no, they're going to keep the party going. They're going to go out like the hedonistas they want to be, because they don't want to stick around 5 years in a bunker stuck with Jaha and his bullshit. And Harper joins the group because she's kind of mopey and whatnot. And then a little later, people are trying to convince them, hey, open this door, because they locked themselves in the main area and they're keeping the party going. And then, Jaha wants to blow the doors, and Bellamy's like, you can't save someone that they don't want to be saved. So they decide they're going to leave these people behind and let them die. More space in the bunker, more food, And then we find out that Monty, he was kind of conflicted because his main squeeze, Harper, is in there, decides at the end he's going to stick around with them. Maybe convince them to head up to Polis and get in that bunker. And we'll see how that turns out. And then we have Raven, who decides that she wants to head up into space and go out that way. Maybe get one last little spacewalk in. And she's being convinced by Becca. She's hallucinating because her mind's all shot, which is really what pushes her to go into space, is because she's realizes her mind's going to go. But I'm wondering, maybe this is Allie again. Because she's seeing the hallucination. The hallucination's telling her how to get that ship up and running. And I just can't help thinking maybe there's more to this story than we think. And it's going to turn out this is either Allie or it's Becca 2.0, who was like, yeah, get to the Ark, and then we can do this and this and that and save the human race or some bullshit like that. And, that's pretty decent. Of course, she says her goodbyes to Murphy, which I thought was very touching. We have Octavia. She's hanging out with Ilion, getting their groove on. And Ilion's trying to, suggesting that, hey, why don't we plow these fields so future generations could grow crops there. And he's got this sort of religious beliefs. He believes in reincarnation and blah, 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 blah. And then eventually some other grounders show up and they're trying to convince Ilion to go to war with them. And Ilion's like, no, I'm going to pass. But the one bitch is like, sees Octavia. She's like, something's going on here. And a little later, her and a couple of her buddies try to roll over Octavia. Octavia doesn't want to fight anymore, but they kind of piss her off. So she says, fuck it, and kills them all. And decides she's going to go off to war. She's going to die like a warrior. Which plays into what's going to be in the next episode. So like I said, everyone's kind of contemplating the end. They want to stick around, keep fighting off death, go to the bunker, have a good time, head out into space, do what. Very, very interesting concept for a very good episode. Also, we have, the B plot where Clark is trying to convince the Indra and her group not to go to war with Rowan and the Ice Nation. Let's just all share the bunker. No one wants to have any of that. So she tries to convince Indra's daughter, Gala. She's like, hey, I know you have the chip. Check this out. I got Nightblood. Let's make me the commander. They try to pull that. But Rowan was wise to this, and he gets Abby to admit, but they just made her blood black. Anyone can be a commander. And they decide, what, since we got everyone here, why don't we just come to an agreement? Let's do this Hunger Game style. Everyone picks a warrior from their team. They kill one another. Last man standing, his clan, or her, goes down into the bunker. So that's what next week's episode is going to be. The Hunger Games on the 100. And that looks very interesting. Like I said, tonight's episode, a very good episode. It's one of those standalone episodes. You don't get so much anymore with like the 100. You have all these episodes of play into one continuous storyline that you kind of forget that they happen. Some of them are just there to be there. Some of them are good. But this one felt like it stand on its own 2 feet. And I appreciate that. And like I said, it kind of like if you were in their shoes, what would you do? And me, I go with whatever my best option in getting laid was. If that's hanging around with the party and getting drunk there, I'd be up for it. If it's going down in the bunker because I thought I could get some down there in the 5-year period, I do that. If it was going to a space with Raven, and I thought we'd join the 10-mile high club, you damn right I'd go into space with Raven. Of course, it looks like there's only one seat in the damn thing. Well, yeah, like I said, I did like tonight's episode. And I'm wondering, if you were in the shoes of the 100, which option would you go with? What would you do? Would you go to the bunker, be a part of the party, go into space, plow some fields, plow Octavia? What would you do?